Welcome to the Leela Life Show. I'm your host, Linda Andrews, and you've tuned in to the right place to uplevel in your life and business. Enjoy the show. Welcome to the Leela Life Show. I'm your host, Linda Andrews, and I'm excited to be with you today. I want to deconstruct the coaching journey. I see transformations with my team, with our clients, with myself. I live this, and I hope you find today's episode extra inspiring. Maybe you'll learn something new. Join me in taking 3 deep breaths, connect to yourself, connect to your intuition, connect to intention. What do you hope to gain from this experience, this time you're spending to explore? Inhaling, exhaling on your own time, and let's dive in. So, in our coaching process, we start with a discovery session that we call either a connect call or a consult call, depending on how you come into relationship with your coach. This call is powerful because usually what presents, if we're all being honest, is what you want to work on. You may have heard of the Wheel of Life. We use something called the Life Area Assessment Tool at Leela Life. And this is just a chance to take an inventory of where you are and where you want to be and notice where these gaps are. I will drop this worksheet in the show notes. You can do this with yourself. This can serve as a really powerful jumping off point. When you do this gap assessment of where you are and where you want to be, where you want to be, this is so important. Whether you're working with a coach or not, where you want to be for you. I like to give the example because it's one that can be pretty easily accessible. Let's say when you're assessing your different life areas. So life areas, it can be whatever it is for you. It's going to look a little different for everyone because everybody has different areas and things in their life that are important to them. Although there is a universality that kind of like taps out. I would say there's probably like 30 at max life areas. There's nothing really novel going on here. We're all humans. But take education for an example. Maybe you never wanted to go to college. Maybe you're a PhD. That person, when we take the life area, say education, and say what's a 10 for the person that doesn't want to go to college, they're at a 10. The person that's in high school that wants to get a PhD, they're at maybe a 2 or a 3, right? They got into college, but now they have college and their master's and their PhD. They have some steps to go. And so this life area assessment, when we're looking at the gap of where you are and where you want to be, this is for you in each area, not you versus John and where John is and you want to be better than John. It is for you. This is so critical because a lot of people want to go somewhere or be something or do something. But where does it come from? Is it your sole desire or is this coming from social media, comparison, neighbor John, and the integrity of where you want to be and being able to answer this for yourself is crucial. Or else, guess what happens? It's 20 years down the road, and you are following corporate's roadmap, your parents' roadmap, your lover or spouse or life partner's roadmap, and you didn't follow your roadmap, and resentment can bubble up, can be really challenging. So, taking the time to do this heavy lifting of where I am, right? The mirror moments without lying or delusion, where I am, the full picture, which can be very challenging in and of itself, and the where I want to be. And the where I want to be, the where I want to be. Certainly, there's responsibilities and relationships and commitments that account into that. But at its core is this connection to soul self, to inner self that is so critical. and it can always adjust. Right? There's a feedback loop of information that's saying, no, 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 I don't want to do this. Or yes, 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 I want to do this. I want more of that. That's really important to tune into. So we start with this discovery opportunity. And when we start our coaching engagements, we always start with an alignment call that if we need to do deeper discovery into these things, we do, or then we go into the alignment call starting to set up realistic 6 to 12 month milestones that connect to these bigger dreams, visions, and big pictures. And then break it down even further to 30 days. And when you track someone's start point to say 90 days to 6 months to 1 year, and they're not quote unquote where they want to be, we can see what got off center, what got off kilter here. But if we have the 5-year vision and we're not breaking it down to digestible bits of time, and then even more digestible bits of time, chaos can ensue. I want to do a little asterisk note here. I love goals. I love planning. I love visioning. And there is a sweet spot for where this takes away from your present, the ultimate gift, or it inspires your present. Your vision is compelling. It's pulling you in your now moments. If you are overwhelmed by your vision, you're consistently failing, quote unquote, failing. This can be a way to be in self sabotage. Okay. And if you're not making that traction at the cost of the present moment, right? So hyper focused on the goal, stressed about the goal, anxious about the goal, feeling like lack and limitation and not good enoughness because of the goal. That's not the point. And the point I would beg to say here in all of this is to be living as fully as possible in the now moments, which is why I feel so lucky to be in this now moment with you, right? We're living fully in this now moment, in this now moment, in this now moment, in this now moment. One of my most favorite teachers, Michael Beckwith, says, in the absence of distraction is healing. And this word distraction can be a little sneaky. It can look like vices and social media and toxic relationships and consumerism and whatever, right? You can pick your flavors of distraction. I am not judging anyone. I got my own. In the absence of distraction is the healing, which to me is like the ultimate healing is the being, from healing to being, right? Tapping into your wholeness, your worthiness, your deservingness to be fully 100% as is in the now moment. I like IKEA. I've had an IKEA thing. It's funny what you can like lock in over time. I'm an IKEA girl. I was in college. I still like it. I don't go there a lot, but I just like IKEA. I don't know. Okay, enough about IKEA. IKEA has an as is section, and I would start there, see if I could get anything from my list from the as is section. And sometimes that was it. It was like a quick shop to the as is section and like a box of cups, and I was out of there. And so IKEA was like not a 4 hour journey. It was like a 20-minute journey minus the drive time. And I was on my way. And I felt so happy because I got it as is. As is. Can you be in your own as is section? Can you be your as is section? I am good enough. I am whole as is. I do not need to do anything. And I am whole, worthy, deserving as is. That is a very different way of living than this is wrong with me and I need to fix this and I need to fix this and I need to fix this. When healing becomes the distraction, it may be the absence of healing. This was a radical lesson in my self-love, self-care, healing journey because all the things I was just looking for reasons to feel like I had all these things wrong with me all the time. And this and this and this and this. I mean, it could be literally a full-time job. Can I be my own as is section? Can I be okay and worthy and whole as is? Now, we love growth. We love growth again, but not with the trade off of living in the now moments. So, this aligned growth and this aligned action and these desires and dreams, right? I really believe these dream seeds, like I say, dream seeds, I think they're implanted in our brains like little seeds and they need to be watered and cultivated and they'll grow. It's beautiful. I mean, I would say your sole purpose of being here on this beautiful planet Earth is cultivating these things. Again, not at the expense of living in the now moment. And how cool when your now moments are aligning to these dream seeds, cultivating them, bringing them to life, and it all connects. Awareness and curiosity, these two pieces to this conversation are huge, right? We started with a little breathing. I ask you to do that as a way to feel more present in the now moment, rubbing your fingers together, noticing the smell, noticing the temperature, doing a body scan. We could go over all these different techniques to be in awareness in the present moment. I love to encourage people to bring their thumb to their wrist and get that pulse and be able to feel, oh, my heart's beating, right? And this awareness as a tool, awareness to be in the now moments, to live in the now moments. Often people are in anxiety of the future, depression of the past, robbing of the now moments. Personally, I think if you spend some time working and cultivating this awareness, you may notice a decrease of the depression and a healing of the past, and you may notice the anxiety also dissipate. This is really powerful to have this compelling vision that pulls you, spending the time on it. It can adjust, it can transform, it can grow, it can pull back. It could be now, it could be in 5 years, it can be in 3 months, but you have it. And this guides the actions. And this beautiful underlay or overlay, however you want to picture it, is your values and your responsibilities and your commitments and what's important to you, the different roles. And this question of how do I want to show up in all of these things? So these values, this vision, this is pulling you forward into your future, which is each now moment, right? Next one, the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And this is what I can call the alignment. And when you're out of alignment, maybe it's your values are off or you're not connected to the vision. You know, when you're not growing and going forth, what does that feel like? It feels like stagnation. Maybe it does feel depressing to have your future feel like your past and feel so disconnected from values and vision. Maybe it's important that that feels depressing or there's anxiety about the future if you're consistently not taking these aligned actions to empower and support yourself in your life. And this takes this radical personal responsibility. No one will do it for you. If I am not working out, it's because I'm not working out. Oh, I'm not working out again. Oh, I'm making an excuse again. I love this as a prompt. "Oh, I'm doing that thing again." This is a judgment-free zone to observe and realign. Feel re-inspired. This curious compassion is really powerful. Curious compassion to yourself. I wonder why I think that way. Oh, I wonder why I'm doing that. For others, why does he keep doing that thing? That's so annoying. I wonder why, right? Being curious. So this personal responsibility. Why do I keep doing that with this curious compassion? I wonder why I'm not working out as much as I'd like to. Certainly, trauma can play a role. Certainly, major life things can play a role. But ultimately, it's like letting yourself catch up to your present and ask this question: why am I not doing this? Or why do I keep self sabotaging? And it's honoring whatever shows up. Maybe there's fear, grief, anger, whatever, right? There's emotions that are provide so much juicy, juicy, juicy information. And then what do you do with it? That's the transmuting, right? Transmutation through new action, which could create habits and patterns, which create a different feeling. Bonus points if you start with the new feeling first. This is a lot of Joe Dispenza's teaching. You can snap into any feeling anytime. And I get it. I get the role of trauma. I get the way PTSD can work and keep the repetition going and how fear can be front and center. But through these tools, this starts to soften and there becomes a little bit of space and a little bit of grace. If your challenges in your life right now, and you can think of them, how is life asking me to grow through my challenges? If you take an inventory of your challenges and ask this question, how is life asking me to grow, and answer it, you may feel really empowered in what those answers have for you. Because those answers may have for you exactly why you're facing the challenges to begin with, which I offer the reframe as opportunity. Because life is asking you to grow and go forth via the challenge or opportunity. Right? It's like, hey, you're going to be this new shiny version of yourself, and I need you to get through some shit. And I gave you the gift of this challenge to get there. And I'd imagine there could be 6 trillion examples of why what I'm saying is wrong. But I encourage you to go through this inquiry and just see what it has for you. I think the world stage can also be one of these distractions where it becomes a scapegoat for not being attentive to your own growth. And if you want to see how we get out of this clusterfuck, it's a bunch of humans growing, thoughtfully growing, being in this awareness, taking their challenges and innovating through the opportunities in growth. It's kind of mind blowing how beautiful that can be. I get really excited about this, as you could gather. Deepening into the next layer and level of yourself. So, how does this impact how you look at challenges? So there's some interesting questions, some thought-provoking work in today's show. I have 4 last questions I want to leave you with. Who am I needing to become? Let yourself free write about this. Who am I needing to become? See what intuition has for you. What do I need to heal? Is there any residual thoughts, feelings, emotions, traumas that need your life support to transmute into a new energetic field that you want to show up in and with? What do I need to accept? Anywhere you are not in acceptance of everything as is, whether inside you or outside of you is disharmony, equaling resistance, which I would imagine perpetuating more of. So when you come into acceptance of everything as is, that as is section of IKEA, everything as is, everything. What unlocks within you? Because when you're not in acceptance, you're usually in resistance, and it does not allow you to access creativity, innovation, opportunity, and growth. It's just like, rawr, 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 rawr. I'm in whatever. It's like, then make a fucking new choice, right? Like you're in whatever, make a new choice, realign, connect with your values and your vision, let it pull you. But no, we're not going to do that because we're going to just be in the like, rah, 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 rah. That's, I made that voice up. That's hard work, heavy lifting. The acceptance is heavy freaking lifting. What do I need to let go of? What do I need to let go of? I need to let go of my resistance to reality. I need to let go of my consistent gripping on the past, uh, paralyzing me from the future. I need to let go of the self-sabotaging actions and belief systems that keep me from being in love with life every day. I'm, fill in the blank. I didn't need to answer your question. You can answer it for yourself. So take some time with this. If there's something that's thought provoking or that really stands out, use that as a gift. Take that in, digest it. I'm cheering you on. I'm rooting you on. Life is so beautiful. There is so much glory available for all of us right now. Can you see it? I love you. See you next week on the Leela Life Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of the Leela Life Show. Be sure to share, like, and comment. Tune in next week. And if you're not already a member of the Leela Life Collective, you'll want to be. So take a look in the show notes and be sure you sign up today. Have a beautiful day.